My family betrayed me quietly 6 years ago, and the truth finally surfaced when nobody expected it. 6 years ago, my life split into a before and after, even though I didn't realize it at the time. Back then, I was the reliable one. The sibling who showed up early, stayed late, handled problems without complaining. I lived 10 minutes from my parents' house and stopped by almost every day after work. Groceries, prescriptions, fixing the leaky sink. Those things became routine. My older brother lived out of state. My younger sister lived nearby but was always busy. Somehow, responsibility kept landing on me. When my mother started forgetting small things I noticed first. Missed appointments, burned pots left on the stove. My father brushed it off, said it was stress. I kept helping, quietly adjusting my life around theirs. Then one afternoon, my father sat me down at the kitchen table. He wouldn't look at me. "We think it's best if you take some space," he said. "Your sister feels you're overstepping." Overstepping, that word followed me for years. They said I was controlling, that I made decisions without asking, that I treated them like children. None of it felt real, but they said it calmly, confidently, like a conclusion they'd reached together. I argued, cried, explained. My sister stared at her hands. My brother joined by speakerphone and said, "This is for the best." I moved out within a month. After that, the distance grew fast. Family group chats went quiet. Holiday plans were suddenly already set. When I did see them, conversations felt rehearsed, careful. I started doubting myself. Therapy helped me accept a painful idea. Sometimes families choose a version of events that's easier than the truth. I rebuilt my life slowly. New job, new apartment, new routines that didn't include them. Still, birthdays hurt. So did random memories, my dad teaching me how to drive, my mom brushing my hair before school. I grieved people who were still alive. Then last winter, my father died. No one called me. I found out from an obituary shared online. I stared at the screen for a long time before closing my laptop and sitting in silence. I almost didn't go to the funeral. Almost. I sat in the back pew, unrecognized. My sister cried loudly. My brother spoke about family unity. I felt invisible and strangely calm, like I'd already mourned years ago. After the service, a woman I didn't recognize approached me. She introduced herself as my father's accountant. "He wanted you to have something," she said, handing me a card. I assumed it was a mistake. It wasn't. A week later, I sat in a quiet office surrounded by files and old receipts. My father had kept records of everything: emails, notes, a journal. In it, he wrote about the slow shift in our family, how my sister had framed my help as control, how my brother encouraged it from a distance, saying I was too emotional to be trusted, how fear made them listen to the loudest voice in the room. He wrote about regret, about watching me pull away and convincing himself it was necessary, about choosing peace over truth. The twist came at the end of the journal. 3 months before he died, my father changed his will. He left the house, savings, and everything of value to me, not as a reward, as an apology. My siblings contested it, they lost. The documentation was thorough, painfully so. They reached out afterward, messages filled with confusion, anger, sudden affection. I didn't respond. I sold the house. I kept one thing, the journal. Sometimes I reread the last page where my father wrote, "I hope one day you know you were never the problem. 6 years ago, my family chose betrayal because it was easier than accountability. Today I choose distance, not out of bitterness, but because healing doesn't require reconciliation. Sometimes it just requires the truth arriving late, and finally being enough."